Shot, clock, running, shot, clock, running. Welcome to Shot Clock. If you come in my lane, you getting your shot blocked. Coach BuB on the mic, VA is a hot spot. This is the podcast, tune into the broadcast. It might be a special guest, never know who gon' slide past. Got some topics to discuss while making the time pass. Let's talk about rap, let's talk about fashion, let's talk about sports, or what's the latest gadgets, and I ain't trying to brag. This right here the best show. Cross over, then lay 'em up with the left dough. Let's go. You got the rock. Time ticking, who willing to take the shot? Shot, clock, running. Shot, clock, running. Shot, clock, running.
Well, that bitch out era in the zone is so crazy, bro. I'm hiding that good every year though.
Every year. That's a job where he should walk in at 7 and 3.
At least.
Like you walk in there.
Coach,
you walk in there at 7 and 3.
No
now, if you tweet and you coach, you should be going 9 and 1 too, right?
That shit wild, man. I can't believe that, man.
Trying to get that wall out.
Man, beat me, man. Fuck that shit up, man.
He's a fucking
The fuck up, man.
You outside?
He old as fuck, man. Look at that bum ass office. That shit horrible, man. And that another gold mine dropped down. He ain't recruit nobody. Last time there is, you know, big ass lineman, crazy athletes. Yeah. No problem. No photo on this. No fuck with the girl.
Yeah, I was just trying to see.
Shot clock.
I brought to me, we stay grinding. Yeah. Now I'm finally found my way and I can get it, yeah. Go to me, we get busy when I'm locked in with this city, yeah.
Got Slim so.
Nigga can't pull a play if he can't do it, yeah.
See what last time, 5,
He's
a go help.
I never go help me, baby.
No go talk though, cold talk. Yeah,
Do some more.
I knew I was a legend, drop this shit like perfect.
Come on, bro. Stop, man. You
Sleeping, man. You sleep.
I see every fucking day. I heard this truck out here.
I'm out here.
Nigga wildin', man.
Yeah, I'm out here. Hey, look.
Give me all
Hey,
niggas,
look.
man.
Don't nobody support you. You know who supports you.
All day. That's wild.
You already
I
know.
haven't heard this truck yet. I heard the underground shit about my man, though, right? That's all good,
Yeah, that was Slim Soul. Perfect timing. I got 2 very, very, very special guests in front of me today. Oh man. I got Mr. J.J. Simmons. You know what I'm saying? Former all Tidewater. Eastern District Player of the Year. You know what I'm saying? I got Mr. Mike Privott, former all Tidewater, all-state linebacker. You know what I'm saying? So I got two of Lake Taylor, Norfolk's finest in the building today, with the state of Virginia's finest, 757.
Sure.
So I thank y'all for coming in today, and let's rock out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start with you, Mike. The decision. I read up. I kind of seen did it come between UNC, Louisville, correct?
Yeah, the final 2 schools. Yeah.
Okay, so what's going through 17, 18-year-old Mike's head and making that decision, and how do we get to that decision to go to Louisville?
Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Being realistic, people's in my ear, left and right, saying, you know, so go here, go there. That was kind of my main thing. I really didn't know how big it was, how important it was, you know. I didn't know how important it was at that time, you know what I'm saying? People, you know, picking good school and what best fits you. So it was so many people like coming A school here, school there. And I'm gonna tell you something, the visit to Louisville kind of set it all off, you know what I'm saying? It was a great visit. I knew that if guys in front of me that if I come in there red shirt, I'd be a 40 starter. So not knowing that coach on the hot seat, and kid don't know that, your kid coach on the hot seat, whatever, he might get fired next year, not really knowing. So I just took a chance, you know, I'm gonna go here because I felt more comfortable. Had a great visit. My family loved it. We were all there together. We had a great time, man. It felt like home. So it felt like home because Louisville is country, but it's actually like Norfolk. You know what I'm saying? Like Coach told her, hey, you got on this, on a great campus. You get a great, but you go down 3 blocks to the left. You in the hood, so be careful. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Norfolk. I'm used to this. I felt comfortable. I felt safe. You know, being around guys who knew where I come from, the same area I come from. So I felt like it was still home for me. You know what I'm saying? So all it came down to was that, man. I felt comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You know, pick a school based off you feel not what you or coach. So I felt I was home being there. So
okay. So we on campus, right?
Yeah.
What's the biggest transition from being in high school to now that you're on the college campus? You're at a Power 5 school. You got high expectations coming from you. So what's going through your mind now, and what's the preparation to get to what you need to do now?
It was a big thing because everybody's good now. You know what I'm saying? There was a guy paid behind me, a walk-on guy, just as good as me. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like it was a lot of time management, going to class, going to meetings, going to work out, going to live, then coming to practice, study hall. It was a major difference, you know, just going to class, going to practice. In college, got you on a time schedule. And I'm not used to that, you know, getting 4 o'clock in the morning, on the weightlifting, team run, meeting, then going to practice, then going to class. All that before 9 o'clock in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Up at 4, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot my first year because I didn't understand certain things that I wasn't taught at the high school level. You know what I'm saying? You know, high school, wake up, you know you're good, you work hard, but you don't understand other guys, nobody better than you, so you don't feel the need to really go extra mile. But in college, the guy behind you is all state. Mr. Kentucky, Mr. Florida on his team in school, you know what I'm saying? So it was a thing of understanding I gotta continue to build my craft and work on my craft once I'm here. Back then, I was already made it, so I didn't work as hard once I got there. Okay. You know, I see that now, that I didn't put the work I should have put in once I got to where I wanted to be at. So that was a big change for me.
Okay. All right, JJ.
You
now. I seen we had NC States, we had East Carolinas, we had some major college football schools as well, right?
Yeah, sure.
So I seen that you had some type of discrepancies or some things happen along your journey. Could you explain what happened, you know, for some of these high school guys that's out here right now, or you know, they kind of bullshitting around and they don't understand how important it is. Like it ain't just what you can do on the field. Yeah, so what happened?
I'm definitely a walking advertisement and testament for that, because I didn't understand the importance of, like bro said, the balance of school, like football in the school. And like you said, this is a great opportunity for me to even say this. I don't even be talking about football. Like I never said about football. Just off the script of that question alone, it's crazy you asked me that first question. And I tell guys,
now disconnected from
like truthfully, when you come from where we come from, college want the thing that you're thinking about doing. So you don't always know how to put that best foot forward to go somewhere that you're always thinking about. So my mindset wasn't on school things. My mindset wasn't on financial aid. My mindset wasn't on credits and stuff that you're supposed to get, that you're supposed to be knowing. Shit, we was trying to graduate high school. Fuck football. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's the real. If I can get any realer than that, because you feel what I'm saying? Like when you don't come from some shit, or your parents don't understand all the time how to even do financial aid, you missing steps. Yeah. So for me, it was my junior year to my senior year, they went from 14 to 16 credits. You know what I'm saying? That was that first year they switched that 07 class left, and then they switched it and went from 14 to 16 credits. Okay. Now my teacher, which with my guidance counselor, that's my road dog, you feel what I'm saying? She didn't understand at that time that, okay, one of the Algebra 1 classes I needed didn't count towards, I took it in middle school, but it didn't count towards the credits. So we thinking the whole time it counts towards the credits, but nobody told her behind the clearinghouse, or the NCAA clearinghouse, that you can do
like an elective.
Right. Yeah. So when it came down to NC State, all these guys, you gotta think, all these guys coming to offer 2 guys at our school. They coming to initially offer Mike Privott, and that's even within my senior year. He was the dog. You know what I'm saying? Like he was highly touted as a linebacker, and they come to scout Jeremy Simmons. They come and get these scholarship offers. But when they get there, see, the crazy thing about it is, I got the SAT score. I scored the highest. Okay. You guys, anybody in the Jones? My 2 Jones was like a 1180 at that time. So I was cool. I got the Jones, had a 2.3, so everything was straight. I maxed out. I cleared the clearinghouse. But that one credit, schools came down there. They checking the grades. Like, yeah, you cool. We about to offer you. He get his offer. The next thing they come back in the office like, come here right quick. This Penn State is my first offer I lost. Never forget it. Larry Johnson, man, came and set me in my face like, yo, you got 15 credit. You can't do nothing with that. I'm like, what that mean? I'm looking like, what that mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm confused. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, y'all, I just left Penn State camp. I just won the Nike camp. I'm like, shoot, I'm on fire right now. I'm one of the top 10 players in the area. Cool. He like, nah, that don't mean nothing. It's 15 credits. We need 16. That's how I got into ODU. They waited another audit. Like, I lost 10 offers.
Hold on. All right, we go to ODU, right? But let's backtrack. If we don't do clearinghouse and everything's straight,
Fuck.
Everything's good.
Yep.
Where does JJ Simmons go to school?
If we do clearinghouse and everything's straight, honestly, truthfully, I would have went to NC State.
NC State. Why NC State?
Cause they was like I said, it was family. Like, I was able to, on one of my visits, I was able to bring my guys along. I brought Derek Green with me. I brought Terry, and it's crazy. I just left, like I said, a family function with his father, and I brought those 2 guys on my trip. Bro, they set it out for us. Like they really had everything out there laid for us, like for my family. You know, when it comes to rooms, when it comes to cribs, I'm talking about, bro, it was just like, damn. You know me. They studied specific stuff about me when I got there on the visit. I was looking like, how you even know my daddy? And I don't even talk to my daddy. And you know this man whole name when I get here. Right, bro. And then they schemed that they had for what they said they was gonna put me in a position to play. I was gonna play immediately when I got there in the slot. It was just you know what I mean? They just had so much. So I definitely would have went to either NC State or Penn State. I definitely loved them too. Can't even lie. Can't even lie. That was the vibe.
All right, so let's go to Lake Taylor, right? Let's bring up Hank Sawyer.
Great times.
All right, we're gonna get into some great times, but all right, Hank Sawyer, right? Because I read a quote that he said. He said a quote about both of y'all, right?
Right.
All right, so about JJ, when he was talking about in reference to you going to ODU, he said you might be the best player signed, and he can do all things. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. You can use him in any scheme. He's an every down back. That's what he said about you.
Right.
So
that's my dog. Like that's he made me a dog. I want defensively a dog.
okay,
He brought that out.
explain that.
Like, so when we were growing up as kids, like Privott and the other guys were defensive guys. He always, I can give him that. Always was a defensive guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't a defensive guy. I didn't like tackle it. I didn't like doing none of that. Like, I like the swag, bro. And that's just me. I just don't like being touched. Don't I hated it, bro. I hated that stuff. Like, real stuff, bro.
That's crazy that you become this Marshawn Lynch,
I don't understand, bro.
beast mode type of back.
It make you like that, bro. Like, and then with my older brothers, they just tired of it. Like, for real, they just were tired. Like, niggas like, bro, you can't keep being like that. Like, you're not hanging around us. Really, though. Then get there to Sawyer. 10th grade year, position person, somebody go down. You know what I'm saying? I played corner, bro.
Okay.
But I could tackle. Like, when I started getting to high school, I understood, like, shit, it's my pride. You ain't gonna just run me over on no shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that. So, a guy went down. Mind you, I'm a 10th grade. I don't even start no varsity yet.
So
like,
you in the fire now.
You in the fire. You either a dog or you gonna run.
Oh yeah.
And then with them Lake Taylor dogs at that time was Santonio Jones, Terrell Williams, Darius Walton, Wood.
Is Purnell gone already?
Yeah, Purnell just left.
Okay, I played middle school with Purnell.
Yep, Purnell had just, and he coming back. So you know that Lake Taylor, and then just like, yo, you don't play like, yo, you know what you're supposed to do. Real shit, like, yo, do you know what you're supposed to do? And if you fuck this up within this time and we leave, we on your top. So Purnell was in our ear, like, and I won him a 5. Okay. I won him a 5 because of Purnell.
Okay.
Straight like that. When I got my year to put my year, I was watching him like, yo, you the guy. Mm-hmm. If you the guy, right? He gave me the number. So that's you either you like, bro, I can't fuck.
It's the passing of the torch.
Come on,
right of passage, shit.
Straight like that, and it just fell into line. Like he just every day, bro. That's one thing I can say about Sawyer. It won't X's and O's, bro. It was. I'm in your soul, and I know what you're going through. So I know if I make sure you're okay, you'll go out here and die for me, for real, for real. I can really say it like that. Like bro. I'm talking. There's been some days out there that man would have told me to run head first. I would have did it, bro. Just off the strength of how he carried me, how he really got into his play. He's a player's coach. Like I said, he ain't gonna put nothing on no pen and pad and draw no plays and nah. But he can tell you from point A to point B, go hit the target. I want to get it. That's simple, bro. He really tell you like go. Hey, bro, we can tell you this one drill. I lie to you not. Sawyer like, yo, we used to be in one drill in practice. We on the far end of the field, bro. He like, I need you guys to come back right now with my license plate number. You got it. Go. 13 seconds. The license plate in his truck always across the campus. Across the plates on the campus, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
And all 11 of us gotta know it. Gotta know it. What kind of stuff is that?
You know what I'm saying?
Like, bro, you're not even thinking like that. Like, I'm talking about, bro, we just chilling in practice. We'll be on the field. He like, yeah, I need y'all to go ahead and go check that out right now. Like, and if we ain't back, you might as well just go ahead and get ready for conditioning.
Yeah, it's about to get ugly.
It's about to get ugly in here. If you won't do this right now, it's finna.
How many times did y'all actually make it to get the license plate?
Nah, we really did it though.
Really did it.
We really did it.
No bullshit.
Everybody was scared, bro. And then you gotta think, if you don't do it, now somebody mad at you.
Yeah, somebody mad at you.
And they ready to fight. Like, ain't nobody, everybody, let's start level. It's some dogs. They talking shit to each other.
Real guys.
So, and then like we always say with each other, you so individualistic. Like, you not even on no camaraderie shit. You really, do your job.
Yeah.
I don't care if you like me, bro. All of us ain't like each other. But just do your job. You know what this
you can't have no matter. We all wasn't cool.
Like,
if you honest, we all wasn't cool, bro. Like, you can't say we in that team we was there to tell them, but in that team we all broke the cliques. You know what I'm saying? We all wasn't cool, but when we came to practice, we was all on one goal, and that was get to the ball and make you feel us. You know what I'm saying? We'll hit you hard, talk trash to you, even though we here. But we all wasn't cool.
Nope.
You know, outside of school, it's like
never see
bro, like, you never see me.
Business as usual.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay.
So,
all right, so let me get to this quote about you, Mike. All right. Mike Privott was going to be special before he ever played it down for the Titans. He had a strong knowledge for the game. He said that he had been watching you since middle school, and that's when he had said that about you. So.
it's crazy. Crazy, man. Like I said at one point, like, because of him, I was, came to my games, playing little Winter League sportsmen, came to my games, stuff like that. And I just saw the love that he got. Mine usually get above me. So he come with the grades, the NLT grades, shirts on and the shorts. Back then, that was like a gold mine. Like, people, it was something different, bro. When I saw him have that shit on, everybody loved him. Like, yo, G play NLT, woo. I'm like, I want that power. I want to be like him right now. He's my best friend, so when I saw the love he got, I said, I want the same type of love. So I knew right then, I want to go Lake Teller. You know, there was no question about it. You know what I'm saying? So when I got there, it was like, I knew right then I wasn't the best player on the team. My whole life, I always been that best player on the team. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, cool. These guys are different type of guys. They're mean guys. They tough guys. But the head coach is that way. So I understand then, like, okay, we're crazy, but he crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Take on the mentality.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of the things where, like, I always been that way though. I'm a greedy person. So it wasn't like I was trying to be someone I wasn't. I was that person my whole life. So when I got there, man, I felt like I was a part of a family because everybody on defense, guys, we had the same mentality, like, of being dogs. So if you want a dog, you couldn't play on them. You couldn't play with us. He'd tell you, I didn't beat some of my friends. Hey, coach, give me somebody else. He ain't getting the job done. They'll tell you, hey, coach, hey, man, he out. Somebody else. Everybody, I would do that to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We had one goal. We gonna hit you. We want to do your job. You gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So people thinking now I'm a coach. I have the same mentality. I can only coach you where I've been coaching my whole life, from little league to high school to college. So I'm the same. If he ain't get it done, hey, get him out. Coach might go and get the job done. It's that simple. So I love the game. So I hate to lose. He said I'll be mad if a team get a field goal. I'll be upset about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like we worked too hard to give any points up. But now I'm old, I see it happens. You know what I'm saying? But back then, I didn't want you to score.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
defense is my thing. I love defense. You know what I'm saying? So when you scored on me, I was upset. I'm talking to them. I'm going to sideline my water. Don't talk to me. But the team built off that though. Like, okay, my guy, man, let's get it back for him. We always did. So it was a good thing, man.
So, y'all mentioned all these great players and all that. So, you leave, you're the all-time leading tackler, 44th ranked linebacker in the country, defensive player of the year. Like, how does that make you feel, knowing the lineage, the history of playing there, knowing that you in that conversation of like GOAT talk, like, you know what I'm saying? It's somebody right now arguing, yo, Privott the best to ever put on that uniform.
Yeah. It was it's crazy. I look back on it now, and I didn't back then know how important it was now. But every time somebody see me, hey man, Privott. I'm like, yeah, you feel tell her? It's crazy. People, I don't know the people. I be in Walmart somewhere. It might not being funny. It really happens though.
Yeah.
Like my buddy, he's like, hey, bro, I always know you, and I just played the game that way. You know what I'm saying? I be in the media, and back then it was a little more open, but I would say it on my mind doing interviews. I want a guy to say, hey man, they're a good team, and they were sorry. I said, hey, they sorry, we beat their ass, you know, we posted that shit, and we running this shit. I've always been that type of guy. So people always say, hey man, that kid there, he a hothead. He want that. I just believe in my abilities, you know, and my teammates. You know, we was rock stars. Believe it or not, we was the only people getting in the clubs at 15 years old. Couldn't play Lake Teller. You know, we were the script getting in the adult clubs at 15. And people don't understand the lifestyle we lived at a young age, so it was like, yo, now I know how important it was now. Back then, I didn't know I was like ball players, regular shit, regular stuff.
It's so funny you say that, like, to get that perspective from people who played in another powerhouse and like a dynasty program, because it's the same thing that we talk about. I know that feeling of going in the beach house. I'm 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm 17. I'm in there. I'm looking to the right. Michael Vick in there. Like, it's crazy that you say that, man. So to get these conversations, so y'all be best friends, man, for the longest.
Man.
So
8 years old,
look,
bro.
all right, let's go here, right? We used to have this thing called PGA, right? Our head coaching, they never knew what we was talking about. It was like, coach, PGA. That shit was pregame action.
Oh,
So you already know what niggas was on, like. So, alright, it's Friday. Right now, let's go. It's Friday. It's 2000 and it's 2007?
Yeah.
It's 2006, 2007.
Right.
Y'all boys, man, I don't know what about y'all, but we leaving school.
So first of all, I can bring
we came because you gotta be there for 2 bells.
Right.
So 9 o'clock is we out of here. Alright, so what's the day like headed up to a football game?
On game day, first of all, he can tell you I'm snatching because I ain't even at school. So you can tell I used to get in trouble. Have to come at 1 o'clock because I'm not even at school, bro. I fuck me in this place. It's game day. I'm smoking boots. I'm out University Apartments or I'm out Cambridge at Bro Crib and we rocking. That ain't just no fluff story either, bro.
I got you.
That's some real shit.
I can't make this up,
Bro, that's some real shit. Like, yeah, bro. They're my God. They Simmons, bro. For sure, bro.
It was crazy.
Wildin', bro.
And people know we were really rock stars, man. Like I said, it's crazy. Tell you the funny story though. So it's a Friday for a game. We about to play Granby, matter of fact.
Let's get a shot.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all know. So we in there, goddamn. It's Friday.
I'll take that shot.
It's Friday for a game, and goddamn, I get a call from this guy. Say, hey, where you at? I said, I'm at the crib. Mine is 11 o'clock. And on Friday in the morning, no class, we ain't go no school, no nothing. It's game day. Ain't no way going to school. Goddamn. He said, yo, come here to the crib. I said, I'll come right now. I had a nice Honda Accord. Honda Accord 2-door coupe joint, you feel me? He calls me. I see the Joe leaving the crib. I'm like, who that is? He said, yeah, little sound. I'm like, we have the game on about 4 hours. Man, I'm feeling good right now. Hey, we have a game to go to in like 4 hours.
And you need legs, nigga. You the runner.
Right. You feel me?
Right. I'm up there tweaking, bro.
And bro, going crazy, but we go to school. We at the school. It's 1 o'clock now. It was once in particular. She hated me and JJ.
Hated us.
She was at the front door waiting for us to get there. Mr. Privott, you missed your first bell, third bell, and your fifth bell.
You know when you playing this day.
You ain't playing tonight.
She like, ain't no way neither one of y'all fuck niggas
They
playing
so bad because she said, I watched the schedule. You didn't none of your classes today. It's a rule saying you gotta be in two bells before,
right.
and we didn't know that.
You know, I know. I knew.
So I'm like,
The bitches ain't crossed that line.
So I'm like, what? Call the person down there. We in the office talking. He like, okay, Mr. Harrison, these guys can't play. He come with his first bell or fifth bell class. He can't play. So okay, man, I'll take from here. We sitting like this talking.
Lie you not, bro.
He said, hey, y'all gonna play tonight.
Y'all gonna play tonight.
What you talking about? He said, y'all gonna play tonight.
Go in the locker room.
Go in the locker room.
Handle your business. Tell Sawyer we'll see you later on.
I'm just scared.
This nigga knew.
He knew.
So you have been a rock star.
Bro, and Lord, I was hard. Listen, but like you said, I'm a year ahead.
Yeah.
So I had already been getting finessed the whole time, bro. You know what I'm saying? See, bro, I was getting finessed in the 10th grade, bro.
I was already vibing, bro. I was like, I ain't gonna play that. What's up? I'm about to cry everything, but you going bad.
I'm out green running.
This nigga at the beach.
I'm out the beach. I'm leaving school. Fuck me and they tell her I'm out the beach with the vibes. Yes, sir. I'm with the real guys. I'm with my guys, bro. We out there, you know, I'm out there with B-Robe and all the family. We out there cooling, bro. We was out there chilling. I'm out there with my Jones and you fuck me in school. I wasn't thinking about the school shit, bro. I'm like, I'm moving so much and we 14, 15. It's like, bro, we really just out here, just trying to figure some shit out, exploring. You becoming a teenager. I ain't got nothing, bro. They saved us on some football shit.
They did though.
Yeah.
That was the plus.
And people understand though. They tell her, people can say what you want to say about it, but they take care of their guys.
Man, they do.
You know what I'm saying? Take care of us. You know, so I go out this program. Me coaching at more right now. That program, man, did a lot for me. And I didn't cut it short. It did a lot for me, man. Like as far as my schools and what, able to Privott, get to class on time. Back then I didn't understand that shit, but now I know the older adult, I should have been in class on time. You know what I'm saying? I should have been there.
They definitely tell you now.
They tell you, you know, hey, Privott, get to class.
So you don't get a lot of credit for that.
You don't.
Definitely
You
tell you.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to listen. And back then we didn't listen. Because for so long, we did what we want to do, how you want to handle it. We got seasons going to class. We didn't know work for real. No,
right.
Being real.
Right.
Back then, it's a football school. If you come to class, you get to see. Just all the
Just being there.
Just being there. We all know how it go.
Yeah.
Come on.
Now you do a little bit of work, you're going to be.
Right.
You do a little extra mile, you might get an A+. I can fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
You really ain't selling. You get that.
You get that. So it was good times, man, for sure, man.
Definitely a Friday, man.
We're gonna take a little break.
I'm telling you, it could be a watershed.
For the camera. At least for the camera.
I can do a joke one for the camera. Listen, man, the last time I drunk, bro, it was